Welcome to Bits of Brews with Brent and Brian. I'm Brent.
I'm Brian, and I actually care.
And with us as always,
some guy.
Buzz.
This episode brought to you by our friends at Jurassic Park. Read my Yelp review. It's glowing. All right. Brian, can you go ahead and tell the folks what we usually do and then what we're going to do tonight?
Oh, well, we used to play
did?
hacked Xbox, but now we're playing on original hardware. So tonight, the 3 randomly chosen games from the original Sega Genesis.
Also known as
the
Mega Drive?
Mega Drive?
Mega
Oh, yeah,
Drive.
in Japan. Mega Drive. Released in 1989, I believe, yes.
So very long ago. Okay, what else do we do? We drink.
Yes, and tonight I have Sierra Nevada's Torpedo Extra IPA.
All right. Now, I want to dispel one notion, is that the beers are also randomly selected. They're not. Brian selects them from his refrigerator. And I assume that he's the one that selects them to go in the refrigerator, so
Typically.
not really randomly selected. For tonight, for me, he is selected from West 6 Brewing Amber Ale. Comes in a can, not in your mouth.
There you go.
Sorry, I said that.
Comes in your can?
Comes in a can, not in your mouth.
I got it. This is a family show.
Is it?
Yes.
Mark this date. March 13th, 2017. For
Several weeks ago.
about 2.5 weeks after that date, Buzz found an email to buzzquestions.com.
You're kidding me.
What?
An email?
In the spam folder, there it was. He found it.
Oh, my God.
And it was our greatest fan that wrote, and I believe there were only 3 words in the email, and it was, drink the quinoa. If you recall, there was an episode not too long ago
Did you
in which I refused to drink this thing.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know we got
someone,
it.
a wonderful person, asked me to drink it. So,
Excellent.
without hesitation at the end of the show, this will go as far down my mouth as I can throw it.
She doesn't want it in her refrigerator anymore in her
I
house.
think so.
I
yeah.
think so. What's our first game tonight, Brian?
Well, randomly chosen, our first game is Superman.
Oh, do you like Superman?
I do like Superman.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Superman.
Shout out to my dad. I know you're not watching this, but I know you love Superman, so this is for you.
The movie or just
Excellent.
the character in general?
He likes the Superman everything.
I can give him some Superman stuff.
The ice cream.
I don't
Here
know if he
we
likes the
are.
ice cream.
Ice cream, yeah.
Superman for the Sega
Judy,
Genesis.
Oh, yeah.
You love it?
And
Oh, yeah.
press start to play.
What's Superman really flavored? Like just vanilla, right? So all just 3 different kinds of vanilla?
Let's skip this intro here
No,
and
it's
get
kind
straight
of
to
like
it.
Sherman, right?
Now, I remember playing this game, and I remember that as Superman, you're supposed to be able to fly, but instead you're just kind of walking around and jumping and punching.
No, you definitely made a motion like you were going to fly.
I don't recall actually being able to fly, because even when you start running, you would think like, oh, I'm getting a running leap and I'm going to fly, but no, you never actually
Now, are we in
fly.
Metropolis, and who are you fighting here?
Apparently I'm fighting robots.
Are these the
and
forces of Lex Luthor?
This is a laser device, and I have a special attack here. But when I use it, oh yeah, you got a little charging power bar down there on the.
Well, that helps you fly.
And then no, that's like gives you a super punch. See, watch. Once it's full, super punch, and then it's empty.
Oh, you wasted it.
Yes. So you're just jumping around and punching a lot of stuff. I think there, if I recall, there are later missions where you actually fly. So I just died.
When can you use your heat vision?
Holy crap! You only get 1 life.
Where's the heat vision?
Continue,
Right?
Red, continue.
Heat vision.
I'm pretty sure you never have heat vision. But this is,
So then who is this character?
I know, right?
it's a guy pretending to be Superman because he
This
can't
could be
actually
Glenn up
fly. Now, I'm looking at the
even
little
have
picture
heat.
down at the bottom. It looks like a man, like being hit in the back of the head with a lava flow. What is that down there?
It's your hand. It's your punch.
I can't tell. No, to the left, that little image there. The
Yeah,
picture down there.
it's your punch. It's
That's
a
your
fist.
punch? Oh, I see it now. Oh, yeah, like a muscular. Okay.
Brian's drunk.
Yes. It looked like a head. I can't even figure it out. What's that back there? Daily Planet?
Here.
Come
You got
on.
8 seconds.
Wait a minute.
Make him count.
Keep going. You gotta destroy the ship. Destroy the ship, Buzz. No, you got it.
Yeah!
See, you already accomplished more than Brent with only
What?
5 seconds.
I got him too, the robot.
That's incredible.
All right, Brian. Think about this. What's the second game? Randomly selected for the viewing pleasure of the public.
It would be Zero Tolerance.
So far, 2 games. I own the Genesis, and these are 2 games I've never played.
I have never played Zero Tolerance either. I had played
This is a game in which you do not do drugs or alcohol, and you're rewarded by Nancy Reagan at the end.
That's probably correct.
Sega!
1994 Technopop.
That's
All right.
later than I expected.
Accolade.
When did they start making Genesis games?
I think 95 was the last Genesis game.
Oh, this is late in the life cycle.
Comic Zone, I think, was the last game.
God bless Comic Zone.
Zero Tolerance. Wow, this looks kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
It's got cool music.
They're definitely playing up to the graphic abilities of the Genesis there.
All right, let's
Milking
just
it
start.
for less,
Skip the options. What the? Ooh, that guy is not happy. Planet Defense Corps.
Sounds right.
Homeworld date.
That's not. That's just numbers.
Should we write those numbers down?
Let's just hit start.
That was your password.
I am Satoi Ishii, codename Soba.
That means
And-
noodles.
Oh. Alright, so we got a gun.
Soba, that's the energy drink with the lizard on it.
Oh, dude, this is like the predecessor to Doom or something. Look at this.
I think you mean Castle Wolfenstein.
Or Wolfenstein. Oh,
I think
yeah.
the people taking the photo caught the captain on the wrong day.
His face was melting that day. Sorry, get my non-melting side.
Now I gotta punch these dudes in the face. Look at all these guys, dude.
Actually, that's a
I guess I'm already out of ammo or
They seem to
something.
be very chesty.
Well, I mean, the Captain Ishii says it's sex F.
Oh,
So I can get.
You're a lady.
Is that space? Am I?
that's why you have such tiny fists. You're a tiny fisted girl.
Dude, I can't do
Girls are so
anything.
inferior.
Oh wait.
Yeah. Not really.
Because of their
Alright.
size, they're small.
Oh, I guess I died.
Well, then hand that shit over.
I'm deceased. I can't figure out what's going on. Well, you've got a shotgun up there. I saw that it had 6 shots, but I couldn't figure out how
Here,
to get the. No,
Major Georg.
Major Gejorup.
I don't even get a nickname.
You got the shotgun now, though. I only had a little handgun or something.
Give me somebody to shoot, for Christ's sake.
You gotta go through the door, and then I was just immediately bombarded by dudes.
Jesus, I lost the gun already?
You've still got 11 shots. I think you just pushed the wrong button. So one of those buttons brings up your gun.
None of the buttons are doing anything.
Brad, you've only got fists, Brad. You've got a shotgun. One more. There
Why
you
am I
go.
so low
There
to
it
the
is.
ground?
Shoot it. Oh, now you
I
got the
don't even
fists.
understand. Oh.
I'm gonna be honest. This game looks pretty awesome.
Those are pretty powerful hands. Danny said stop.
She said,
And our final game of the evening, Garfield, popular lasagna cat. He hates a Monday.
he does.
All right, let's see him.
Garfield caught in the act
Of
you don't want to know.
yeah.
Sodomy.
Sega.
Oh, sodomy.
Wait, that doesn't look right.
Sega Interactive.
What year was this?
1995.
Oh, I asked and answered.
So we ended up with 2 later.
That's pretty sharp.
Later in life console games.
Heathcliff came first.
Health
It's true.
bonus, mallet key, ammunition.
But it will never change the fact that Heathcliff has always sucked.
Up
Yes.
to me.
This is the end of our broadcast day. Bark.
That's Odie. He's a dog.
I'm just gonna skip that. Oh look, you get like a little preview of the board.
But Jim Davis designed that cartoon himself. Oh, fucking
All right, you
platformer.
gotta jump. You gotta. It's Genesis, Brent. They were all platformers. Oh
Yeah.
look! Check it out. I've already made it.
That's pretty impressive animation for the character, though. For the Genesis.
You know, there were some cool games for for really terrible shows. Count Slobula's Castle.
Alright, I'm on board.
Mm-hmm.
I like this.
Alright, I've got a torch and I can throw skulls. Oh, but I have a limited number. Whoa! Oh, I thought that was like a game glitch. Guess that was the lightning, perhaps?
But that's crazy.
Yeah.
Weird.
This is cool.
Oh, shit!
Oh, wow.
And I can't get out of here.
You better be playing this one later tonight.
Yeah, I do. This is kind of cool. So can I actually get into these coffins? Yeah, check it out. Oh, shit! How do I get out of here? Yeah, there we go. Alright, grab the tentacle, climb up, or just hang there. How do you get out of here?
Go back where you came from.
I'm not quite figuring this out here, there, Brent. Oh, wait. So maybe you can use this to get out of here? Either that or it's going to crush me against the ceiling, one or the other.
Don't do that, don't do that.
Oh, there we go. Excellent. Want to give it a try there? The lightning definitely looks weird.
I always got really frustrated with the Nermal.
Now you're back down in the same place.
Is there more a boy or a girl?
There's no telling. Really? Is that 2 minutes already?
Yep, that's 2 minutes. You dicked around forever.
Well, actually, I don't have anything funny to say. I actually kind of like this game.
Yeah, I did too. Alright. Alright, Brian. Superman.
Superman, I remember playing it back in the day and thinking to myself, you're Superman, why can't you fly? And then you get some later flying missions, but by then you're just pissed off because you can't fly on all the ports. So I would give that 2 stars.
Yeah, I feel like Superman, it was the kind of game I would have been really excited about when I was a kid because there were so few comic book related games at the time. Of course, now that's all there are. But yeah, I would have been excited to get it, and then I would have played it and been like, this has nothing to do with Superman whatsoever. You can't fly, no heat vision, nothing exciting. So yeah, like a 2.5 star side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Superman is the hero of the everyman. That game gets 5 stars.
All right, then.
Next up.
Zero Tolerance. And I will be I'll be honest, that game looked pretty awesome. I mean, to me, it looked like a kind of clone of Wolfenstein, early Doom. You get to choose several different characters. You got the same guns. I couldn't quite figure out if the characters were different, but once I was able to figure out the controls a little bit, I think I'm going to be playing that game for many, many hours over the next week or two. 4 stars.
Yeah, I didn't play very much. I think if I figured out the controller, then it would have been a lot of fun. From a design aesthetic, it was definitely spoke to my inner 14-year-old. Like you said, it seemed like it was definitely pushing the limits of what the Genesis could do at that time. It was pretty smooth for a first-person shooter on a console at that time. So, just my limited play experience, it's probably a 3.5 star game.
That game had a lot to say. 2.5 stars.
And last up, Garfield, caught in the act.
Now, what exactly he was caught in the act of doing?
I think he's acting. I think each act is like a little play. Like he was going to be in a Halloween one, and
Well, I can say this. I have always hated Garfield. One of the most amusing things to me is the Garfield without Garfield comic strip, where they digitally erase Garfield and make it funnier. So I thought this game was going to absolutely suck, and it actually was pretty fun. I would play it again. I would give it at least 3 stars. For God's sakes, man.
Here's some
What's
music.
wrong with you?
Dun.
And we're back. Okay, I was very impressed with the graphics on that game for a 1995 Genesis game. Character animations were very fluid. It looked like Garfield. It moved like Garfield. The level design was inventive for a platforming, side-scrolling game featuring an overexposed cartoon character. It was probably like a 4.5 star game. I mean, that looked great. I would absolutely play that again.
Nice.
As the great Heathcliff would say, accept no alternatives. I took that to heart back in the day, and I still live by that. So that game gets 0 stars. The Heathcliff game would get 5 stars.
Is there a Heathcliff game?
I'm afraid to look.
All right. Well, folks, those are the games. Now it's time to talk about the beers. Brian?
Sierra Nevada Torpedo Extra IPA, and it is extra IPA. It's very hoppy. I always enjoyed this beer. Brent, to you, I think it would be poison. However, it's something that I greatly enjoy from Sierra Nevada. Probably one of my favorites of theirs, so definitely give it a try.
All right, and I had from West 6 Brewing the 6 Amber Ale. And I actually enjoyed it a great deal. As Brian noted, I'm not into hoppy beers, not into IPAs. I was afraid this might be a little pale, a little hoppy, but it really wasn't at all. It was very smooth and full flavored. I really enjoyed it.
Earth's Best organic wholesome breakfast: sweet potato, cinnamon, quinoa, barley, and oat made with flax.
It's finally happening, Brent. It's finally
the greatest
happening.
fan that ever was. Not someone I know, just one of the people that watch the show. He's one of the multitude. I wanted this to happen. It hasn't expired, so I'm hanging on to that fact.
You're about to drink quinoa out of a pouch.
Now,
if you don't talk about it,
is there any kind of safety valve?
You had to turn this a few extra times, and you look at it.
You're like, yep, that's for an IV, right?
You sort of just suck quinoa.
You get a quinoa drip. You just set them up.
You just squeeze it in your mouth.
Give old Buzz a quinoa IV.
Does anyone know the sign of the cross?
Oh, dear God. It looks like baby food.
He wants to secure it. He wants to make sure the lid's on it.
So that's all the time we have this on Bits and Brews. On behalf of the whole crew.
Go ahead and savor that flavor. Yeah. All right, folks. That's it. That's all we have time for. That's all he has time for in life. He's dead.
He just killed himself.
Yeah, he just killed himself. That's a first. So, please follow us on Twitter at Bits and Brews. Email us, bitsandbrews@gmail.com. If you have a morbid sense of humor, send posthumous emails to buzzquestions@hotmail.com. Check out our YouTube channel, 2 Men 1 Couch, and our sister programs such as Movie Fight and others. From Danny Cash and the entire 2 Men 1 Couch production team, this is Bits and Brews wishing you caviar wishes and caviar dreams of wishes.
Oh, excellent.
Brian was the first person who had a Genesis, and we would go to his house, and he would play Alter Beast and Golden Axe and Phantasy Star 2. And we watched him over the course of what seemed like years try to beat Mother Brain on Phantasy Star 2. And I enjoyed it so much that I asked for one for Christmas and received it, and Phantasy Star 2. And
Just
it also
imagine,
took me about 6 months.
That was almost 30 years ago.
Don't like thinking about that.